Hey, what's up guys? So I've been seeing a lot of scorched or sunburned plants on the internet lately. So I thought I'd make a, just a short video and show you guys what I do to try to avoid that problem so that hopefully you guys can do it too and you won't get sunburnt or scorched plants. Some species, especially Copiapoa and I know some Euphorbia, are specifically more prone to get scorched if you move them. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, guys. These plants in nature don't move at all. They just, they throw their roots down, and unless they go through some sort of catastrophic event, they're gonna stay in the same location for their entire lifetimes, which sometimes could be, hundreds of years when we're talking about Copiapoa, for example. So what I do is, and I'm showing you guys this because right now I had to move all my plants. They were placed on these shelves and I just want to clean everything up, remove all dead plant material. If you have any fallen leaves or anything that accumulates on top of your growing surface, that's just going to help bugs and pests have a place to grow. So I like to keep these things clean. Every few months I remove all my plants. I put some insecticide all over them, give them a couple of minutes and then wash everything away, and then put a little bit more insecticide on top, because even though the insects do or the pests, they do live in the soil of your plants, they also need these are sort of their highways. They use these your growing surfaces to walk back and forth between your plants. So if it's something poisonous for them is on these, then it slows down their spread, and it slows down basically any pest that might threaten your plants. So I like to take them off of their growing surface every once in a while, clean everything up and place them back. And the problem with that is that whenever you move your plants, you're risking them getting sunburned. And the reason for that is the plant will develop a specific chemistry, and also the surface of the plant will become a little more resistant to sun in the spots that the plant already is used to receiving the most amount of sunlight. And it makes sense, when you guys go to the beach, you have to move around so that your whole body tans and not just a single part of it. This is sort of the same principle. A plant will get used to receiving sunlight in one of its faces, and the rest of the plant will basically become, or not become, but stay sort of sensitive, because the plant never got used to receiving a lot of sunlight. So whenever you move it and it starts receiving, let's say this plant used to receive sunlight on this area, and then you turn it and now the sun is hitting it on the opposite side, well, that opposite side is going to be very sensitive and it's going to be very prone to getting scorched as soon as you move the plant. So as you can see, I have all my plant labels basically in the same direction. And the reason for that is I usually I use my plant labels sort of as a direction sign or something like that, that basically tells me where the sun is supposed to hit all my plants. So all my plant labels are on the right side of the plant if you're looking at them. So the way my plants are set up in this area here, they receive sun from back behind me, so they're always going to be receiving sun from where the same direction that you're looking at the plants from. So that means if all my plant labels are on the right, the sun is always hitting them from here. So I already know that when I place these plants back on their shelf, they're gonna have to be placed with the plant label to the right, and the sun is gonna hit them from here. So I know that even though I move them, they're gonna continue to receive sunlight from the same direction that they've grown accustomed to, and they might still get scorched if you turn them just a little bit, guys. So this is not 100% foolproof, but it will definitely help out your plants, because so far, I mean, I'm going to show you guys my Copiapoa collection. They are not scorched whatsoever, and part of it is that they are protected from excessive sunlight. They have about 30% shade, and the other part of it is that I care not to move them around, and I make sure that they always get hit with sun by the same areas. So yeah, guys, just one more little tip for you. Definitely helps. If you have any other tips when it comes to caring for your plants from becoming scorched or sunburned, please drop them in the comments below, and maybe I'll make another video and showcase some of your growing tips, because this is it's just an experimentation thing. Like, you try your own methods and hopefully they work, and if we all share them amongst each other, we'll definitely all have enough tips to keep these guys alive. So if you don't already, look me up on Instagram. That's where I keep up all my pictures and lots of videos of my collection. at East Coast Camanchaca. I know it's a little bit difficult to spell, so I might put it in the description below. And if you don't know, guys, Camanchaca is the fog that keeps Copiapoa and Chilean cacti alive in the desert of Atacama. If you haven't read about it, definitely look it up. It's very interesting. So yeah, guys, if you have anything that you'd like to, see on a future video, or if you have any tips for me, I definitely appreciate them. I am not an expert. I'm just learning just like you guys. So any tips are greatly appreciated. See you in the next one.